Richard.
It's really great to have you here on the World Mental Health, um, the World Men's Mental Health Day.
Yeah.
For this whole discussion. Um, I'd like to just read just a little bit more about you and why we are having this important discussion. So Priyanka Bagaria, I hope that's the right pronunciation. Great. Currently a dual specialization in MBA, Priyanka posted career in the fintech industry, followed by her passion to serve the society and become a health and wellness coach with the Art of Living Foundation. She has undergone 200 hours of teacher training program from Art of Living Shri's Sri School of Yoga, correct?
Yeah.
Having keen interest in empowering individuals and with over 14 plus years of full-time teaching experience, Priyanka has conducted Art of Living's yoga, breathwork, and meditation programs at premier schools, colleges, government bodies, and corporate houses. Been in Africa for over 3 years now, Priyanka has taught the Art of Living courses and helped set up the Happiness Center at Lagos, Nigeria. She was instrumental in starting Sky Campus youth courses at Unilag, one of the largest universities in Nigeria. She is now in Accra, Ghana, teaching the Art of Living programs at schools, colleges, corporates, and to the community at large. Priyanka's forte is organizing events, conducting mind empowerment programs, and leading social projects. In July 2012, she was selected by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports to represent India during their International Youth Exchange Program to China. She has been in the core organizing team of large events such as the Volunteer for a Better India, Vote for a Better India, World Environment Day, and World Culture Festival 2016. During her free time, Priyanka loves to read, travel, follow current affairs, cook healthy food, watch rom-coms and thrillers, and go biking and for long walks. Her goal in life is to be happier and a more compassionate human being and to smile and serve. Enthusiastic and committed, she always looks forward to new experiences in life. That is really good. So welcome, Priyanka, to this conversation.
Thank you, Richard.
You grew up in India, right?
Yeah. Born and
All right.
brought up in India.
Okay. So I just want us to compare the difference. What do you think will be? Do you think there is any difference at all in the mental health or in the mental well-being of men in India? And based on what you've also experienced here in Ghana, do you realize any difference in the lifestyle and the mental well-being of men in these two
Yeah.
countries?
So very nice question. Actually, yes, there is a lot of difference between the mental health of men or women at large when we compare Ghana with India. It is because, it's because of the family structure. It starts from there. So in India, the family structure is very united. We still have the joint family system where we live with our parents and our grandparents. And, women are still taking care of the children. Now in metropolitan cities, women have also started to work, become more professional. So, time with the children has become a little less and nuclear families have started. But at large, if you look at India, India is 1.4 billion population, right? It's the world's largest populated country. At large, we still have very close-knit families. So when we have such a strong support system, so whether it's a man or a woman, whether it's a boy or a girl, they were brought up in an environment of security, in an environment of protection, in an environment where you know that you have your elders with you, you know, you had the cousins with you. Even the extended family is very, very close knit in India. So this gives a lot of solace and gives a lot of a sense of calmness is there at the back of the mind because you know that your family is there with you. Here I'm seeing in Ghana that the family structure is not that strong. Firstly, maybe they are migrating from smaller towns and coming to Accra to work so that their families could be back home, you know, in another region or the eastern region or the western region or in Kumasi. So they are away from their family. Then secondly, I've seen a lot of teenage pregnancy here, which has made it difficult for the children when they grow up without a father. So then it becomes very difficult for the child to feel that sense of completion. Then there is a lot more cases of separation and divorce over here. So then these things, you know, if I'm talking mental health, it takes a big toll in the minds of the youth, the children, and when they grow up, when they get married, do they carry these things in their relationships? So whether it is a man or a woman, it brings the way they deal with relationships and the value that they have for relationships is very different from when you are in a close-knit family structure. That is one thing. Secondly, of course, the economy, you know, of India and Ghana is very, very different. In India, you'll either find somebody, even if the person is not doing a job, they're more enterprising in the sense, and the policies are such that they will open up and do some business of their own. Yeah. So in that way, the employment structure is much better over there.
I think I was having internet issues, so my question wasn't really coming through to you. I think you mentioned diet, and you believe that
Yeah.
that means that you believe that diet is one of the things that can impact our mental health, correct?
Yeah, of course, yes.
Okay, okay. That's interesting. I think it's something that we might go deep into when we get to know more about Art of Living. Can you tell us a little bit more about Art of Living?
So Art of Living is one of the largest NGOs in the world, which is volunteer driven. Today, we are present in 184 countries, and this year we are celebrating 42nd year anniversary of the Art of Living. The founder is Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, and he's a world-renowned peace ambassador and humanitarian leader. So the vision with which and the mission with which the organization works is to bring a smile on everybody's face. So for that, we have to get rid of all the accumulated stresses that we have. So the programs that we offer in very short and crisp manner, I will present to you. It is about stress elimination programs and mental health, mind empowerment programs, how you can be empowered to handle your own mind and your emotions. So we have few structured programs, and the flagship program is called the Happiness Program, which is, you know, for 3 consecutive days, for 3 hours every day, total 9-hour program. And in this, you learn the sky breath work and meditation technique. So this meditation and the breath work technique helps you to release all of stresses, makes your mind more calm, relaxed, brings clarity, joy, makes your mind come back into the present moment. And it infuses every cell of your body with a lot of energy. It infuses every cell of your body with antioxidants, right? It increases your immunity by 500 times. It makes your sleep much, much deeper. You get sound sleep once you start doing the sky breath work. So this is the whole philosophy of the organization. And we believe that, you know, we cannot create a stress-free and a violence-free society until and unless every individual is stress-free and happy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you know, being happy when things are going all right is not a big deal. When things are not going all right, still, if you can carry your smile, a genuine smile, then you've learned the art of it.
True, true. So, how, in your opinion, can be the basic change in men's behavior that will essentially enhance their mental health? Having observed the way men, navigate mental health, what do you
Yeah.
think is the relevant change that we need to make in our behavior to enhance our mental health?
So this can be a contradictory question. But anyways, let me jump into it. This is my personal observation and what I have read and gained over the years as experience. Men, they like to stay in their own shell. They like to be in their own cave where they like to solve their issues on their own. They are not like women who like to go and share everything with their girlfriends. They like to talk it out,
Right.
you know. But men, they are more into problem solving at their own. Women are driven more by emotions and feelings, and men are driven more by achievements, a drive, and you would call it ego, something that makes them feel uh, as if they are in control.
Right.
So this is how men are built, and this is how women are built. So
Mm.
there's nothing right or wrong. This is how they are, you know.
Mm.
So if men start to share more as to what is bothering them, or anything that has hurt them, you know, instead of just chewing on it or wanting to resolve things at their in their own inner world, it will really help them a lot. This is one thing.
Okay.
Secondly, of course, breath work and meditation, which goes for everybody because it helps you to release a lot of emotions, brings a lot of clarity, brings a lot of empowerment. But then, this sharing is very, very important. Vocal sharing. You know how you go to a counselor and what does the counselor say? Open up, share it, speak it
Right.
aloud. So when we speak it aloud, when we share with our loved ones, close ones whom we can confide into, there's a lot of it, you feel much better.
Right.
So I think men
Right.
should share more.
Right. So I think sharing is also something that I really encourage whenever we have certain discussions around men's mental health. But like to know some of the things that we may be able to apply from the art of living to men's mental health. How do you think the art of living can positively impact the mental health of men?
So, WHO's recent research says that by 2030, depression is going to be the #1 killer.
Right.
And mental health issues are going to be the next pandemic post-COVID.
Okay.
Right. So men are, known as like the breadwinners of the family.
Right.
And the economic crisis, which has swept the entire world post-COVID, and now today the Russia and the Ukraine war, it has impacted. It has not left anybody untouched, right? And we know how is the situation currently in Ghana. So there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of anxiety, uncertainty, a lot of pressure on men to be able to
True.
get the bread on the table. So here art of living comes as a solution of the sky breath meditation, as I have been talking about. It helps you to release the stress and the anxiety, give you deep sleep. Most importantly, it invokes that valor and courage in you. See, in today's time, we need to invoke the valor and courage. This is not the first time that we have, or the world is facing a crisis, or Ghana is facing a crisis, right? So we need to invoke that valor, the courage, rebuild, have that enthusiasm and the energy to be able to take charge of your life. This cannot happen if your mind is disturbed, agitated, irritated, frustrated, or if you're in a sense of hopelessness. See, these are all negative emotions. But if you can flip over your emotion, if you can over emotion, if you can invoke that energy, which the sky breath meditation does, you will be filled with that positivity. And most importantly, it enhances your sixth sense, which is the intuitive ability. And to be good decision makers, we require the intuition, which is the gut feel or the sixth sense, right? So right now, in this situation, how we are currently, we have to take maybe very, very important and critical decisions in our life, right? So the first two things, the most important decisions, one is about relationship, and the second is about your finances, your work, your job, right? So these are the most important two major decisions in a person's life. And if any one of them is not going well, it impacts. If you are not very happy in your relationship, it will impact your work. If your work is not good, this is the stress that you're going to carry back at home with your wife or spouse and the children, right?
Right.
So when we do this meditation and the breath work, the breathing technique, see, breath is connected with our emotions. When we are angry, have you observed that your breath is very, very fast? Yeah, you become furious with anger, right? When you're crying, when you're sobbing, your breath is very shallow, it's distorted, it is not free flowing. But when we are in a peaceful environment right now, our breath is very subtle. We don't even feel that we're breathing. We're not even aware of our breath. Right?
True.
So there's a direct connection between our breathing pattern and our emotions. So when our emotions change and our breath changes, so vice versa is also true. So if we can do a structured rhythmic breathing technique, which is a sky breathwork meditation, it can help you flip over negative emotions and change it to positive and more life-supporting emotions. And most importantly, it releases the toxins. Like, when you get angry, a chemical is produced like stress cortisols. The hormones are produced. And then they go and they, hide in the different nooks and corners of your body, in the cells of your body. Same way throughout the day, if you're stressed, if you're, frustrated, if you're not finding solutions, if you're puzzled, if you're confused, you just snap, right? You're irritated. There is some restlessness within you. So you have no idea how many chemicals you're producing throughout the day, the negative chemicals, stress chemicals. So when we are doing this breath work, these toxins are pulled out from every cell of the body. They get rejuvenated. They are filled with the happy hormones. They're filled with these happy hormones and more life-supporting hormones. That is how, it is also like an anti-aging technique. When you do your sky breath meditation, the texture of your skin, you shed 5 years just right like that, right? So it starts showing in every aspect of your life, in your relationship, at work, in your health, and your perspective towards life. You're able to see life from a very, very big perspective, larger perspective, where I can handle this. It's okay. It's not the first time that life has thrown a challenge. I can handle it.
Right.
So our program just not, gives you practical wisdom, which is very, very, easy to apply in life. At the same time, it gives you tools and techniques. So today people are requiring tools and techniques. Okay, I'm stressed right now. I'm feeling anxious right now. So what should I do? So I can just tell, okay, calm down, calm down. No, it is not going to help me. If I can empower that person with a technique, like an anchor, like a tool, okay, do this breath work. It will take you 15, 20 minutes. And then you see how your mind is. It is collected, your thoughts are in place, And then as, the head of the family or the bread owners of the family, you require more dynamism. If you are low, how are you going to take care of your family? You need to be the one, like, the Superman or you need to be the one who's going to lead the family or lead your company, lead your organization. You need to have that positivity in you.
Right. So I think someone asked, Emmanuel Naniaku, he asked that, please, how should the sharing be? We spoke about sharing, and he's trying to understand how the sharing will be. What do you say to that question?
So, in Christianity, we have the confession box. We go and share with our pastors, right? Same way, when, you may not have to always go to a church, but at least share with your closed friends whom you can confide into, your spouse. So many, in so many relationships, even the spouse is not aware as to what is happening uh, in the man's world. Or if you have your own friends, yeah, your male friends, share with them. When you share, you don't become weak. Sharing is not a sign of weakness. It is
Right.
it is a healthy sign. It makes us more human.
Mm.
Emotions
Mm.
is what makes us human. Why do men run away from emotions? We
Mm.
At the end, we all are emotional human beings. We're emotional and social human beings. So
Mm.
it's not like the topic today is finding strength in vulnerability,
Mm. Mm.
right?
Yeah.
So why do we need to feel that if I share or if I you know talk about my issues, then I am weak? It's not like that. This is what is a family or a community or a group about. This makes us human and social animals. We
Right.
are social animals.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. Finances,
Hmm.
economic struggle, like the main reason why a lot of men in Ghana struggle with their mental health because there
Hmm.
are no jobs. Even when you're working, those that have jobs, the salaries aren't enough. There's a lot of demands placed on men financially for them to survive. When it comes to men like that, what do you think the art of living can impart in their lives?
So I think I've already answered that question, that we need to be more enterprising. It is not the government's task always to create jobs or your university placement cell to give you jobs. If you don't get a job, you should have the confidence that I can start a small little business of my own and I can do something. I can do freelancing, I can do a part-time job, I can do something online. So for that, it is very, very important that you yourself have that creativity and the positivity to be able to and have the courage and the confidence that yes, I can make money. Firstly, we need to have the confidence that yes, I can make money. If we keep blaming the system, the policies, the economy, the environment, or the family that you're born in, situation that disempower you. But if you have that confidence, yes, I can earn money. Even during these times, I can earn money, right? So if you take this economic crisis as an opportunity, there are many people I see they're coming to Ghana to invest now. They're starting businesses now, right? So if you can find opportunities during this crisis time, for that you need to have an uplifted state of mind, an uplifted state of energy. If you are feeling low, nothing can help you. Even if you get a job, you will not be able to perform well. You will not be efficient, and you will not be an asset to the organization, right? So first, we need to
Yeah.
address our state of mind. Is the state of mind healthy? Is the state of mind positive, uplifted, courageous, confident, creative?
Y- Yeah. Okay, so what you're saying, it makes perfect sense. I was listening to a similar thing just this evening that says that we should have a positive state of mind. We should, be resilient. We should think positive things so that we'll be able to attain what we are looking to achieve in life. But for men here in Ghana, a lot of us have started businesses and they have failed 1,000 times. For a lot of us, we have sent out applications to several jobs and they've denied, these opportunities. How can these men, in the face of all of these things, still stay positive minded and still remain resilient? And as I was listening to this evening, they described it as to put your mind in a receptive mode. How can you maintain that mode to be able to receive what the world has for us?
So let me tell you, it is just not about Ghana. It is world over. So companies are wanting skilled talents, right? If you're not skilled, if it is not matching with a job profile, you're not going to get a job, right? So we need to upgrade our skills. We need to find where is there an opportunity. And if I need to learn anything new, I need to pick up those skills, right? Tomorrow, if you are an employer, Richard, and you are going to take out money and pay somebody, aren't you going to look at, okay, I'm going to pay him $1,000. So what kind of work I'm going to get from that person? Yes or no? It's business, plain business. So
Right.
if you're getting rejected again and again, so you need to see why am I getting rejected again and again?
Right.
How I need to upgrade my skills? Do I need to pick up many more degrees, or where is there opportunity? I need to move out. I need to find that opportunity, right? Or create opportunity for yourself, right? That is one thing. Secondly, the youth should not be disappointed. If you're disappointed being a youth, what will happen to you when you're 50 years old? This is the time to take risks.
Mm-hmm.
If you will not take risks when you're 20, 22, 25, then when?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And thirdly, like I have already mentioned, these techniques will really help you to keep your resilience factor high. It'll make you very, very strong internally. Who doesn't face challenges in life? Even I have faced challenges in my life, and even today I do, right? But when your bandwidth increases, you're able to face even bigger challenges.
Right.
And nobody has just made money like this. Everybody has worked hard, and you need to work smart also. So for that, you need to have a sharp intellect. You need to have all these qualities which I've already mentioned, right? Also, when you do your breath work and meditation, you align yourself more with, your energy is clean, and you align yourself more with the universal energy.
Right.
So you're also able to attract the right things in your life. You're able to attract the right opportunities.
Right.
You become luckier. People who are doing meditation, breath work, they are becoming luckier. What do you mean by good luck? That what you want, you get it, or what you need, you get it before even the desire arises. Oh, then we say, oh, she's so lucky. Whatever she wants, she gets. Things go her way, right? That is good luck, right?
Right.
So how can we build that? So when we are aligning ourselves, our internal energy with the universal energy, and we're cleaning our energy, when we're getting rid of negativity, right? With the daily practice of the breath work and meditation, you'll be able to attract the right people, the right situations. That is going to be conducive and more life supporting for you. And you'll see how your life will take the right direction.
Interesting.
Some things are not meant for you. They'll go away from your life. And some things which are driving your life towards the right direction, it'll start moving in that direction. This is my own experience, and it is the experience of so many people. Yeah.
All right.
Of course.
So, when it comes to survivors of abuse, because that is one area that I really I'm passionate about and I do a lot of work in. How can survivors of abuse, especially men who are faced with these things that are considered taboo, be able to navigate through with their mental health through the art of living exercises, or in general?
So the art of living programs, art of living programs, they firstly make your body, your physical body, very robust and strong. And internally, your mind, it makes it very, very strong. You find, what is an abuse. Yeah, so it creates a lot of impression. It's like trauma, right? It's like a deep rooted impression. That is what is created when a person undergoes abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, social abuse, sexual abuse. So it's a deep rooted impression. So when we do the breath work and the meditation, it helps you to release these deep rooted emotions, deep rooted impressions, right? And then you connect with your larger self. You know that you are much larger, you as a person, as a self, as an energy is much larger than any event that has happened in your life, right?
Right.
And nothing can really touch you, the core that you are. At the core, it is love, joy, peace. Everyone, even a person who, even if the person who has abused, an abuser, could be a criminal, could be a rapist, a terrorist, core, in the core, deep inside everyone
Mm.
is pure love, joy, and innocence. It's because
Right.
of the various um, incidents that happen in our life or the environment that where we have been brought up, and all, all these do a lot of conditioning, yeah.
Mm.
And then there's, of course, there's a lot of stress accumulation, and it builds our characteristics and it builds your character.
Mm.
So when you are able to release these negativity, the stresses, the main point is that when you're able to release all these negativity and the stresses, which are just there at the circumference, not at the core. In the core, it is only positivity. Then all the positive qualities of forgiveness, love, compassion, joy, clarity, kindness, these all starts showing up.
Right.
Yeah. So I would say that don't give in to any of the emotions that you're undergoing. You become stronger. You should be able to have a say or charge over your emotions. Otherwise, and emotions, if your life is driven by feelings and emotions, you're going to be ruined. But if your
Mm.
life is driven by sharp intellect, so we need to make our mind and our intellect stronger than our feelings and emotions.
Right.
And we
Right.
need to get rid of all these deep rooted impressions and emotions. And this
Mm.
cannot just happen through, you know, some pep talk. We need some, scientific, time tested, and a, a structured tool or technique which will help you to release this. Yeah. So when you're
Right.
able to release, then you will see that those are just memories. Those are just like something that happened in the past that you don't even remember today. There's so many people who come on our program. They have gone through child abuse, or they are in depression or anxiety. They may be even on medication. But once they start doing the practicing the sky breath meditation, over a period of time, they're a new person. Their lives are totally transformed. Yeah.
Wow.
And then they feel, why I didn't do it earlier? Why didn't I get this earlier? Yeah. So it is very
Mm.
much possible. I tell you, in whichever situation that you are in life, you have the tools and techniques by which you can transform your life. It is there, it is available. Yeah. So don't feel lonely, don't feel, oh, what is going to happen to me? Come on this program, do this breathwork technique, this meditation. That is why millions of people across the world, across all religion, caste, creed, nationality, they all are practicing it. Age groups, we start from 8 year onwards. Even children today have so much stress after post-COVID times. So
Right.
everybody can do it. Yeah.
I actually have another question, but the question seems like because you've had a thorough conversation, it has covered what I was going to ask as my last question. I think this has been very enlightening and eye-opening, especially the parts where you're talking about how to be in alignment with and releasing yourself to be able to receive, good things and